Here we have the current stock market update for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. Before we begin, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we can see that we have a daily price chart, and share prices themselves are starting to roll over after reaching a critical region of resistance, coming in at roughly $33.13. So in this video, we're going to be looking at some important support and resistance levels and identify some key event risks ahead, which could send share price action and trending activity in new directions here going forward. So what we're currently looking at here is a share price low that's coming in at roughly $30.79. There are a few different reasons that this price level is important to watch here going forward, because mostly what we're dealing with at the moment is a price retracement here that's currently trending back toward the $30 mark. Anybody that watches these videos knows that I try not to focus on these psychological levels very much. $20, $30, $50, things like that. But in this case, we do see some technical significance that's coming in line with this region, given the fact that an important 23.6% Fibonacci retracement zone is currently seen right around this area, coming in at roughly $30.30. So specifically to arrive at this measurement, what we're doing here is we're looking at the August 5th lows, which came in at $21.23. And then extending this price movement in the upward direction to the recent highs, which came in at $33.13. So if we're using this as the dominant trending move here, what we can currently see is that share prices are going to be dealing with a 23.6% Fibonacci support level, coming in at roughly just above the $30.30 mark. In addition to that, we also have this rising 20-day exponential moving average that is roughly coming into contact with this area. Looking ahead this week, we do have a very important event risk in that Nvidia Corporation will be releasing its second quarter earnings report. I can understand if people think that this isn't directly related to Palantir. However, both of these companies are deeply entrenched in the artificial intelligence space and within the technology sector. So, it does stand to reason here that a negative quarterly performance posting by Nvidia could send share prices lower for Palantir as well. Ultimately, the expectation here is for relatively lofty expectations, very high expectations for Nvidia's earnings report. And if we do see misses in any of these key metrics, it does have the potential here to send the entire market lower. This isn't even just the technology space. We could see the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow. We could see significant selling pressure here in broad sections of the market. So with that in mind, seeing as how Palantir and Nvidia are closely related in many ways, it would not be surprising to see Palantir share prices head lower if Nvidia does miss in any of its key metrics. So what we're currently dealing with here, if we do see price movements continue to move to the downside, and this is currently what I expect, given the strength of the event risk. We see the Nvidia numbers coming after the market bell on Wednesday. So we do still have two more trading sessions here, Tuesday and Wednesday, for share prices to sort of shake themselves out a bit. And we will see if investors are interested in actually holding onto their positions with Palantir into these Nvidia numbers. It would not surprise me to see some of that money being taken off the table and for some people to start to close their positions. And if we do see a drift back into this 30-30 area, the initial expectation here would be for share prices to find some support. But if the broader market is starting to sell off a bit, we could see a breakthrough of that level. To the downside, if we did see a break of 30-30, the next level that I would be watching comes in at roughly 28.60. The reason that I point to this area is because this is the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of the aforementioned price move. And then in addition to that, we also have this rising 50-day exponential moving average that is starting to come into contact with that region. Of course, we're not quite there yet. We do need to see a bit of an upward movement in the 50-day EMA. However, we are trading relatively close to this area currently, and as we can see here, the slope is in the positive direction. So by Wednesday, we are likely going to be closer to this area, and then if we do have a confluence of technical events pointing to this $28.60 region, this would suggest that this is going to be an area of very critical support going forward. Initially, the expectation would be for some buying activity to emerge in that area. However, for example, if the earnings report on Wednesday is very bad, it's possible that you could see share prices break through that area, and then we could see some more significant follow through to the downside. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves here. If we did see a break of 28.60, my next expectation would come in right around 25.80. Given the fact that the 100-day moving average and the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement are matching exactly in that area at the moment. So, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. It's still entirely possible that Nvidia does, blow expectations out of the water. Maybe we see a share price rally from there. But at this moment, the path of least resistance does seem to be in the downside direction, given the fact that the expectations for Nvidia are so high at the moment. If we do see any misses there, it should weigh on the market as a whole. So this is going to be a fairly volatile trading session here because, as we know, it's the summer trading period, and liquidity levels tend to dry up during those points in the year. Additionally, we can point to the indicator readings in the relative strength index, which are starting to head lower. If we sort of zoom in on this charting area a bit here, we can see that the dominant trend direction here does remain in the positive direction. This is still a bullish indicator reading here on this price chart. However, things have started to turn a bit here at these upper levels after the price failure near 33.13. The indicator reading did start to show a series of negative momentum readings on the RSI. And then in addition to that, we also had share prices that were forceful enough to the downside that the relative strength index broke below its own exponential moving average. So that would be the purple line breaking below the yellow line here. So the suggestion here currently is that, the dominant momentum is still positive, but we're starting to see some evidence here that negative momentum could start to build. So if you take this in line with the event risk that's coming up on Wednesday, you do see some reasons here to start to be cautious with this stock. So here's the current market outlook for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.